The mouse hole is dark and empty, very much like my future. Hey, you got a mouse.
Of course I got a mouth. And I must scream!
Sometimes I wish I could hole up too. I'm sure I could use one of those. After all, it seems to go downhill all the time. Can I borrow the ladder?
Of course. I'm not using it.
Tall enough not to?
Vertical.
One day, this will shrivel and die too. People say that flowers flourish better when you talk to them. I tried and, well, maybe it depends on what you talk about. I'd better leave it where it is. My flowers always wither. Ben says it's my charisma. A rug with teeth, again, seems to be all the rage nowadays. I'm quite happy that my own jaws are a little less obtrusive. The way things work out here, I suppose the key will eventually be useful. Sometimes my whole life seems like a locked door. What kind of key is this?
That's the key to the House of the Howls. Reuben has ordered me to watch it closely. Hold it, my friend. The key stays where it is. Reuben has ordered, and you can always rely on Bond.
It's broken right through the middle. Everything is breaking down. There's a cogwheel missing. No wonder the door's not working. They're not teeth that are missing. It's a cogwheel. There's a cogwheel. No wonder the... My head feels like it's clamped into one of these. I wonder what's in there. A trapdoor, a tiger, the gates of hell. Could be anything. Ah! What was that? A bird? What on earth did it do in there? Empty. If there was anything in there, the little bird must have eaten it. A door. I wonder where it leads to. Ah! What? Phew. It's just a lever. For a moment, I thought it was an angry cave troll. Nothing. I hope that's used for chopping wood. Hi again.
Oh, it's you again. What else can I do for you?
What kind of birds are these?
Oh, I like the Yakis. They can sing beautifully loud. I even tried to imitate their song on the foghorn, but Reuben forbade me. He likes the fact that they don't dare to come to the village. They disturb his sleep. Also, he's afraid their singing could wake Khalida. That's why he allows Mulachai to put up all those candles. The Yakis are afraid of the light, you know.
Aha. So it's the light of the candles. Where does the door in the adjoining room lead to?
The door leads to the other side of the island, but we don't go there anymore.
Why not? Has a big monster walk abroad there? Is there a volcano? Cannibals? You're not able to open the door anymore.
You nailed it.
Why doesn't the door in the adjoining room open anymore?
It's a mechanical security door. It's a great gadget. It works with steam and cogwheels, you see.
Not entirely.
Yes, it's quite complicated and state-of-the-art. I would love to show you, but unfortunately, the cogwheels are broken, and the steam came from the factory when it was still running.
So the door cannot be opened at all.
No, at least for the time being.
It's a shame. It seems to be a great piece of engineering. See you later.
Yeah, later. But please keep in mind, be nice and quiet. Like me. I bundle!
Be quiet down there! What? Where? Who dares to disturb my well-deserved sleep?
Hello.
What are you looking at? Come here. Who are you? What's your business here?
I
don't want to hear your life story, so make it snappy, okay? I want to sleep.
I'm Chadwick. And you?
Ha! If you're selling anything, you're not very well prepared. Obviously, I am Reuben. I own this island.
But I'm not selling anything.
Now, that's a fortunate coincidence, because we don't need anything, so you may as well go back to where you came from.
Where can I find Khalida?
Why do you want to know? Listen well. Khalida is mine. Keep your hands off her. You hear?
Did I get that right? You're holding Khalida as a prisoner? Where? Up there?
What's up there is none of your business. And by the way, what do you want from Khalida?
She's supposed to help me to get the corona.
What she's supposed to do? You'd better forget it. Khalida mustn't be woken up. And God help you if I find out you tried anyway. I'll order Bando to feed you to the Yakis immediately.
I have to find Khalida. The world will end if I don't.
I said forget it! If you want to get to Corona, you'll have to swim. And whatever you do, I'll stop you from disturbing Khalida's rest.
You look tired.
Sleeping is my favorite pastime. It's a privilege for people who have accomplished everything. Unfortunately, I have to sleep at this table because my bed is squeaking terribly. But why do I bother to tell you all this? The thing that now keeps me from having my well-deserved nap is not the squeaking bed, and it's not the Yakis, the machinery in the factory, or my rumbling manservant either. No. It's an annoying child in a clown's costume who bursts into my office without having been asked and keeps talking and talking. Good grief! My head is about to explode with all this blather.
I have to get to Corona. How can I leave this island?
You can't. There's no connection to the mainland. We are completely self-sufficient.
So I'm stuck here?
In that case, I hope you're good at other things. Besides looking stupid, we can't use a clown here, you know. And I haven't exactly been laughing my head off either. But I'm sure we'll find a way for you to make yourself useful tomorrow.
I can't stay here. I have to prevent a disaster.
If you really want to prevent a disaster, You'll shut up right now and let me sleep! Get it?
What kind of buildings are those out there? Some kind of factory?
You bet your bobbles. The pearl factory has been here for ages. Thousands and thousands of pearls have been pressed here under my supervision. To be more accurate, there are exactly 10,000, and not one less, not one more either. But the most important thing is, there's not one less. Each one is more perfect than the other.
If you're so into pearls, why isn't the factory still producing them?
Didn't you listen? I don't need any more pearls. I've got them all. All 10,000.
Why don't you have more pearls made?
What kind of a question is that? Are you really that stupid? Or is it part of the clown act? Why on earth would anybody need more than 10,000 pearls? More than 10,000 pearls. Listen to this screwball.
Can I look upstairs?
What do you want? Are you out of your mind? Keep your nose out of my private rooms, you clown. I am an accessible man. But if you mess with my personal belongings, I'll have you thrown off the highest cliff. And believe me, I mean it.
I met a monk at the shore.
Molokai? Just ignore the old crackpot. I believe he thinks he's enlightened or something. I say he's not. Sneaks around everywhere lighting candles. Ha! As if he'd try to show all the world what a dim light he is. Whatever. I let him live on the remote side of the island. He may as well. He's not disturbing anyone back there, and he keeps the yakis away at least.
What are yakis?
Annoying little creatures. Those flying rodents have kept me from sleeping more than once. You'd probably get along with them very well. In fact, they look as foolish as you. Thank God they don't dare come to this side of the island most of the time. They dread the light, which unfortunately is more than can be said about you.
The remote side of the island?
Yes. We don't go there anymore, and the door has been out of order since the factory was stopped. You could try to find a way there. The more I think about it, the better the idea seems to be. You would get along perfectly on the other side of the island, with Molokai, with the Yakis, and all the other things that we don't want on this side.
That's a cute pet you have there. What's its name? It doesn't happen to be, Kalita?
No. His name is Carrot.
Nice name. I bet Carrick and Spot would get along very well. Can you do any tricks? Spot can change into the most diverse forms.
Carrot can slay creatures in the most diverse ways.
Oh, so we'd better not let them play together.
In fact, Carrick is not here to play. He makes sure that no riffraff is roaming about while I'm asleep. I don't even like to think about someone messing with my pearls.
How can you do nothing? The world is at stake.
Dear Lord. Please, not one of those do-gooders again. Why do you think the world is on the edge? It's because there's always somebody who wants to change things. If everything stays the way it is, then nothing happens. And if nothing is happening, then nothing bad happens. Ever. It's a simple calculation. You can do it on a single sheet of paper.
See you later.
Exactly. Just let me sleep in peace.
Somebody has painted pictures of the whole island. I can hardly make out the signature, but I think it says Marquis de Hugues. What's the deal with all these paintings?
They remind me of how idyllic the island was before you appeared. Don't touch my valuable furniture. These are all collector's items.
That's not in the least as bad as my life. What kind of animal is this?
One that eats curious clowns. Don't touch my valuable furniture. These are all collector's items.
It bears a certain resemblance to Ben. Is that a bust of your mother?
No, that's the head of our last visitor.
What did he do wrong?
He insulted my mother.
This chair is obviously just an ornament, and it mocks the visitors who are forced to stand. Who is the chair for?
That's where Bando sits when I'm dictating his chores. For example, at which spot in the lake he's supposed to drown curious children. What do you think you are doing?
I just wanted to sit down for a moment.
But not there. This chair is an antique.
So where do your visitors sit?
In their boats, rowing home.
Let's see what time it is. Just as I thought. It's probably too late already. What's with all these clocks?
I like to write down the exact time I have a troublemaker thrown into the pearl press. Don't touch my... These...
There's a saying, his bark is worse than his bite. But this dog doesn't even bark. I'd rather not pet him. I like my hand where it is, at the end of my arm. What breed is this?
Carrick is a crockhound, or a child chewer, as they are often called.
The scholars call our world Silentia. I call it the Horde of Futility. Why do you have a globe when there's no way to get off this island?
Just to depress curious clowns.
It sure works well.
Don't touch... These are...
I once heard that you can't save the world from your desk, but you can't push it over the brink of existence either.
Don't touch... These...
Such small hands and such a big desk.
Such short legs and such a big mouth.
Uh-oh.
What? Where? What's going on here? What are you sneaking about for? And why didn't the bell on the door ring?
But it did. You were just too fast asleep.
Oh, yeah? Well, it won't happen again. I have my eyes everywhere.
A simple... Hi again.
Oh, it's you again. What else can I do for you?
About the...
What do you...
Forget it.
Done. Anything else?
See you later.
Yeah, later. But please keep in mind, be nice and quiet. Like me. I, Bando!
Be quiet down there!
No, no, no. The axe is much too heavy. Talented as I am, I'll make the whole bridge collapse. The shovel's edge is too dull to cut through the rope. I need something sharper. I think I could make something out of this. If I could only detach the rope somehow. Well, here we go. Great. The pole is broken and I have sore muscles. I wonder what I can come up with next. Fits perfectly. I should savor this moment of triumph. Oh, heck. There it went. Ruben would protest if I dragged it out of here. My back would too. Ruben would protest my back. Ruben would my back. If I burgle this room, I should steal something of value, not this kind of bric-a-brac.
Our collector's items.
Hi again.
Oh, it's you again. What else can I do for you? The good. What do you?
What was that about the bell again?
Those were the days. I used to run to the entrance of the village every noon to sound the bell for lunch. The sound traveled all over the lake. Dong! 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 Listen here, inhabitants of the lake! Bando tells you that it's time for lunch. Put away your worldly chores. It's time to eat now. Dong, dong, dong.
Bando! One more disturbance, and I'll go nuts!
Those days are long gone.
What was that about the factory again?
Those were the days. I had the fastest shovel on this side of the autumn forest. What I liked best was to shovel coal in the heat of the furnace. Above me, the ear-deafening noise of the pearl press. Wham! Boom! Look here, Mother Nature! Your masterpiece is being surpassed by the power of muscles and machinery!
Bando, I'm warning you!
Nothing lasts forever.
What was that about the House of the Howls?
Those were the days. Every time big boats came to the island, I was allowed to sound the big horn. Toot! 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 Bando watches over this lake. His call sounds as far as Corona. Toot! 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 Toot!
Bando! How often do I have to tell you? Be quiet, will you?
Well, those days are over now.
Forget it.
Done. Anything else?
See you later.
Yeah, later. But please keep in mind, be nice and quiet. Like me. I, Bando!
Be quiet down there!
Hold it, my friend. The key stays where it is. Reuben has ordered me to watch it closely, and you can always rely on Bando.
Look here, Spot. There's an apartment that's just become vacant. Did you think you'd live at my place forever? Look here, Spot. Did you think you'd live at my place forever? Look at that. This flint has a very sharp edge. It could come in useful later, maybe. Looks like a flint and feels like a flint. I'll just assume it's firm to the bite without trying. Does it work? The flint is sharp enough. If I'm unlucky, the whole bridge will collapse. But what have I got to lose? Just a life of misery and disgrace. A rope. I have a hook and I have a rope. There has to be something I can accomplish. Ta-da! A rope attached to a hook. Who would have thought? I think I will call it Bell Rope. Oh dear. Would that work? I'm so bad at taking aim. Well, what have I got to lose? Whoa! Wow! Spot! Did you see that?
Ando! Are you ringing the bell again? You pathetic idiot! Come to my office at once before you wake Kalita!
The way things work out here, I suppose the key will eventually be useful. I wonder if the other sock still sticks to his butt. Yuck! No. I like cheese, but I hate infectious diseases. I get all squirrely when I think about what I can do with this very useful sock. Yum, yum. What have we here? Yummy cheese. There, gotcha. My new friend has an obvious taste for dirty laundry. It matches. A baton for the foghorn? Bando seems to take this business really seriously. It's too big for a toothpick. Wow, a chair. We don't have any chairs in our trailers. My body says, take a seat and relax. But my mind says, find Kalita first. Oh yeah, sitting down. Get a grip, Sadwick. First find Kalita, then you can relax.